nice. We time. I know how to make me feel right. I can't help got this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. On my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy. Make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it. I wanna see it. See how. Rewind. When we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help got this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. On my way. We've been dancing all night long. Right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now. But I'm done waiting. Done wasting my time. That's the sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. On my way. Sweet talk. Sweet talk.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Elo, and today we're gonna describe or trying to find out what is a live stream or what is a virtual event and what is the difference. So, first of all, I want to welcome to you to your show, right? So, this is the topic for today. We have people in the audience right now from Belgium, which is pretty cool, actually. So, all right, welcome to the Be Live Show. This is Dr. Elo, your host, or Dr. Efrain Lopez, however you want to call me. It's fine. I am both people in one person, right? Bad joke. So, right now we have in the audience, let me see here. What's going on, my friend? Chris, hello from Belgium. Amazing that you're watching from Belgium right now. I know we're going to have a lot of people around. Then we're going to find out where you guys are watching from. So put down in the chat, where are you watching from? Right now, I am streaming from 30 miles east of 30 miles west, actually, from Washington, D.C., a town, an amazing town called Herndon, Virginia, which I call my home. I love it here. I love the people. I love the environment. This is a great place. We have a gigabit up and down of internet. Everything's new. You know, there's a it's a for me, the part of town that I live, it has a new town. Then it has a charm in downtown. You know, very nice charm because it's like a old has a little train has a lot of things in here. So it's amazing to live here. Great schools, great place to be at. Weather is amazing. I like the Four Seasons. I like the Four Seasons. I know a lot of people don't. Even though, actually, I spent the weekend in Myrtle Beach, which was pretty amazing with a good friend, best friend, and the wife and kids and everybody else. And as you can see, I gained some color. So if my coloring is off, it's not your cell phone or your TV or whatever you're watching. It's me. I got sunburned. So you can see a little bit here. I got really sunburned, but I had a blast for the end of the summer. So we closed the summer like that. But without further ado, let's start with the topic for today, which is live stream or virtual event. Which one should I use, right? Which one should I do? What which one for the type of environment that I do, right? The type of stuff that I do. Let me see if I do gaming, do I do live stream? If I do, a formal, a more closed event, do you use a virtual event? You know, There we go. Yo, Alec, what's going on, my friend? I'm gonna be on Alec's show, his podcast today at 6:45 Eastern. So I'll be putting all the information after the stream out there as a reminder, so you guys can actually see us live. There we go, buddy. We got more St. Nicholas between Ghent and Antwerp in Belgium. Amazing. Amazing. I've never been to Belgium. I would love to visit. I love to travel. That's one of my passions, actually. So, yep, I'll keep it in mind, most definitely. So, what is a live stream? Let's go into that real quick. So, a live stream is an open live broadcast of an event over the internet, right? So, live stream allows people to watch or listen to an event as it happens, live without being there in person. It's like live TV, but, in a different format. Let's put it. It's in your computer, right? So, you can, but instead of being shown on a TV channel, it's streamed online, like platforms like YouTube, LinkedIn, um, Facebook. There's a plethora of platforms out there that you can use. So it's really the new TV. That's really what it is. Um, the new way to do TV. My let me see here. Yeah, let me change my camera real quick. I don't know what's going on. But change my camera real quick. Let me see if this works now. My camera just stopped in the middle of everything, but life happens, right? Here we go. All right, here we go. So back to square one. Let me close this little program over here that I'm using, and we should be good. I'm tan as hell, so let me put um some more lighting because I know I need it. And bear with me, please. Here we go. That looks a little bit better, or as they say, it looks more better, more natural. All right, so a live stream is exactly what you're watching right now. It's a live event. It's something it's prepared. You have an outline and everything, but anything and everything can happen. And as you saw, that was a great example. My camera just switched itself to another, camera that's not on. As you could tell, it went all black. So change the camera, we're good to go. That's it. So, in a live stream, you need to have a lot of backup stuff. It's more of let's put it this way: you need to have backup cameras. You need to be more stringent with the stuff that you have, right? More prepared than with the virtual event. Now, what is a virtual event? Before I go into that, so a virtual event is an event that takes place online, typically via video call. Video call, I mean, you can use Microsoft Teams, Zoom. You can also do one right here with Be Live. We have the capability. You can use it. So if it's a small event, right? A small event for, I don't know, for up to 10 people, so 9 people. Or if you put it through your website and you're live streaming that through your website, that can be somewhat of a virtual event. But usually they use or Zoom or they use Microsoft Teams or other stuff out there that it's more prone to be used for large groups. Like I did a lot. I was gonna say I did a last stream. No, I did a virtual event last what 2 weeks ago. They had the capability of having 1,000 people in there, a public comment meeting. So that's an example that you can actually use to do your virtual event. It's quite different, It's you see here the benefits of a virtual events are that they are convenient and easily accessible. So all you need is an internet connection. Plus, you can attend virtual events from the comfort of your home as well, which is the same benefits that you get with a live stream, but this is a full event. This is an event that's been planned that you probably pay for. It has a paywall in front of it, right? That let's say, for example, you're taking a seminar. You're a realtor. You have a real estate company, and there's a requirement for you to have 40 credits a year of seminars. in order to keep your license, right? License active. So every 4 years, you go and renew your license, and you have to get 40 credits from each year. So that makes 120 credits every 40 years. So how do you do that? You do that via virtual events, via seminars, unless you want to go in person. But as we know right now, you have options. So if you want to go online, go online. If you want to do it in person, you do it in person. So it doesn't matter. But as a virtual event, that's the way they work. That's the best example I can give you. But all right, let me give you more examples of types of live streams. So you have live TV. So this is the OG, the OG of live streaming. Like right now, there's a bunch of like not Netflixes or anything, but you got ABC, you got TNT, you got all those channels jumping in the bandwagon because they're losing people. They're losing watch time because people are all the time basically on their cell phones or the tablets or on the computers. You know, they've modified their subscription services to include online as well. So there's companies that dedicate themselves to just provide you with online streaming, like Disney Plus, stuff like that, Netflix. You got Hulu. You got all the important ones, right? That everybody has. Amazon Prime, which is included with your Amazon Prime, which is pretty cool. So it's you have all that stuff, all that TV, trying to join our live streaming, small world, because they know that content creators are making a big impact, and content creators are actually getting the views. So they're trying to jump in there. Even you see CNN, Fox News, everybody has a channel on YouTube. So that's live streaming. When they do that live streaming right there, hey, that's it. That's the new TV. Then you got Talking Head, which is the one that I'm doing right now. Talking Head basically means that I'm here. I don't move. I have this setup. I'm talking to you about any topic. It doesn't need to be anything specific. Hey, Sammy, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for being here. So you're here. You're here. You're not moving. Talking Head. You're in the square right here, and I'm just providing information through, through this lens, a topic. And then you have gaming. Obviously, gaming, you know what it is. Uh, Probably everybody has had a chance to do gaming in their lifetime. And then you got music. Now, music, there's this an interesting one. Music, like for YouTube, it's really hard to do because of the monetization, right? And then you have Facebook as well. So you can't monetize that because you can't use copyrighted music. But then you got LinkedIn, and then you got Twitch, which is you can be a DJ in there, and you can put your music in there and do your thing, and it works. It works. That's how you live stream music. And there's another on other platforms out there that you can actually do that as well. I can't remember the one now that Rich Vibes uses, but that's another one. What's going on, buddy? Hey, Eric. What's up, my friend? Doing good, man. Doing good. Just got out, went to the beach for approximately 5 days, so I can't complain. I'm doing great, actually. Simon, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for being here. Thanks so much. Been a long time, for real. But you're back. That's what's important, right? So, all right. So let me run into the types of virtual events that you might have, right? So, virtual concerts, experience your favorite bands online. That's what I did. That's basically not even me, my sister. Oh my God. She was all over the concerts at home during the pandemic. She was viewing every single concert out there of her favorite artist, of course. But it was, hey, at first they were zero cost. Then they put them up to $15, $20, and now virtual events are doing really good online. Really good online. So there's a bunch of them. I'm doing great, my friend. Thank you very much for asking. How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, my friend. So you got concerts in there. You got virtual art galleries. People selling art online. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have during obviously during the time that where everybody was home. That's what happened. People started developing. They started to look for ways to sell their art. Well, there you go. You have virtual art galleries without leaving your living room, which is pretty amazing. Then you got virtual conferences and conventions. For example, the one that I went online was People Video, which I am going this time in person. I'll be representing Be Live over there, so I'll be representing the company in that event, which is September 19th to 21 or something like that. Around those, it's less than a month, yes, about 20 days or so. So I'll be there representing Be Live, and I'll be, talking about Be Live, how great it is to everybody, and I'll be streaming from there as well. So that's going to be a new challenge for me. So you guys can actually listen to me while I'm there without any noise. So, but yeah, that's another thing. Virtual conferences. Let's say the American Association of Doctors. This is an example. Um, Having a virtual conference, everybody from their homes, or sometimes they even do it in the offices. Like in your office, you go to your office, you got six, seven people that wanted to go there. They all sit and put a TV or put a computer connected to a TV, and everybody watches, right? So they do conferences like that. Now they have individual payments for each per person or per group. So if you want to do a group, you'll have to pay it for a group up to a certain amount of people. And then if you pay for individuals, obviously is for that person only, as one login for that person only. And you can only log in at one time, to one computer, which is makes sense. Then you got the conventions, right? Let's say that the Realtors Association has a convention, and because of this whole, situation, or because of convenience, let's put it that way, they're gonna have a convention, and they all do it through a virtual event, through Zoom, through Microsoft Teams, through WebEx. All those kinds of programs. And this is non-sponsored by any way. I'm just telling you the names of them. So you get your username and password, you log in, and you watch the whole thing. That's the way it works. And probably there's other places, other types where you can actually get certificates, a certificate of attendance, anything, basically anything out of it. There's a plethora of things that you can actually do. All right. Yeah, there's my kid coming from school. All right. So virtual tours. You can take a virtual tour of a museum, historic site, another country without leaving your seat, your home. But the ones that I actually like are the new ones for the real estate. And I'm using real estate to be consistent. But there's you can actually put in a request, right, to see a home, and you can see that at home virtually or in person. And they're doing that here, right here in the DMV. And the DMV is DC, Washington, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. There we go. I'm confused. So the Washington D.C. area, they're doing this a lot, where you can actually do a virtual tour, and it's with a guided person. The realtor goes there and shows you and asks gives you answers to all your questions. It's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. So you can do that. Basically, pretty amazing, right? Facebook user, yeah, buddy. All right. How can we stream a virtual tour with Be Live from an iPhone, please? You have the iPhone. If you have the app, you can actually DMB. You can actually um, stream from there. If you're gonna start streaming, you're gonna start whatever you want to stream. Right? You want to stream to your Facebook, to your YouTube, or LinkedIn, even Amazon Live, whichever you're gonna stream to. Just gonna go to your app, which the app is right here, right? Be Live. If you have an iPhone, it's only iPhone. So you're gonna go to your app, and you're gonna log in to the Be Live app, right? And then you're gonna hit start. The same thing you would do with Be Live right here. The same thing. You're gonna put your destinations, and you can actually do your destinations and prepare everything beforehand on desktop, and then jump into your cell phones, your iPhone, and just go from there. So I've used BeLive, the BeLive app, to do some streams, even to save some streams. Like a couple of weeks ago, my computer just dropped completely. I jumped into here, I saved my stream, and afterwards, I jumped in there as well in the computer once my switched the computer. So it's really useful. You can do that. You can do anything in your, and you can, as long as you have a good internet connection, it will work. Duarte Entertainment. That's what's going on, buddy. That's my good friend Luis from Duarte Entertainment. He does a lot of physical events here and virtual. So this is the guy. If you want to talk about virtual events, you get him right here. All right. So, okay. Of course. Anytime, my friend. Anytime. I love helping you guys out. So, which is better? So, which is better? Virtual or live event? So, live streaming a virtual event, to be honest, there's no clear answer for it. It really depends on what you're looking for in an experience. It depends on what you're doing, to be honest. Depends on what you're doing. What if you're gaming? If you're gaming, you're gonna strictly go for live streaming, right? That's the way you're gonna interact with your people. If you do a virtual event, and if you don't have a crowd of, I don't know, 500 people or whatever, then that's not gonna watch. Who's gonna watch your event? Your virtual event. Now, discovery is way better in live streaming, obviously, because the platforms will help you out. The titles, not the titles, the the Twitches, the Googles, those platforms will help with discovery for your live stream. And my recommendation, if you want to do stuff like that, is that you schedule it ahead of time. And you can do that with Be Live. You can schedule it ahead of time. And after you do that, your title will start ranking in the different websites, and they'll discover is way better for this type of event, right? For a gaming, for anything live streaming, you can definitely do that. Now, if you want to do a virtual event, well, discovery is on you. If you have your own, let's say you have your own crowd, you have a community. Let's say we wanted to do I don't know, a training session for Be Live on here on the training community. We'll put it on the Facebook group, which, by the way, you can actually do a seminar on a Facebook group as well. It's better on Zoom because on Zoom and on Teams and the platforms that are made for virtual events, there's interaction and you can see other people. People can raise their hands, have questions. So that's a big difference. Instead of a live stream where you can just chat and you don't feel heard. Let's put it that way. So we can do one as well like that with Be Live. There's a bunch of different scenarios we can come up to, but I believe there's different things you can do with each one. So which is better? None is better. Both are great. Both are amazing. Now, in my personal opinion, I am biased. I'm a live streamer, right? But when the time comes and I have a course or I have something that I want to share, I'll maybe do a virtual event. I've already done virtual events for work, so it's really different. It's really different. It's the interaction is different. The vibe is different. Usually, those are more private. Virtual events are more private, but nothing is better. Both of them are exactly what they're intended to do. Exactly. If you're gonna use, you're gonna do, virtual tours. You're gonna do that type of thing, right? The virtual event. If you're gonna do talking head, what I'm doing right now, you're gonna do live streaming. So it all depends on what you're choosing, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing that's, oh, this is better. Well, you think that's better. Well, good for you. That's it. That's what you think, and that's your opinion, and that's fine. And I accept it, fully accept it, because there's different types of situations for different kind of people, and different kind of platforms for different kind of events. So, in my opinion, for me, I'll stick with Be Live and do my live streaming, but only because I am a live streamer. That's what I do. That's I do talking head format. So that's what I do. In the event that I need to do a virtual event, it can happen. It can happen. And guess what? I'll provide you my opinions afterwards, because I can't give you opinions on my work. That's what I was prepared. I didn't do the preparation for it. I didn't, everything was prepared for me. Now, I prepare everything in this live stream myself. So whenever I get the opportunity to do a virtual event myself with all the work, which probably Luigi from Duarte Entertainment can tell you how much work it is, then I can provide you opinion. But for me, live streamer, all the way, baby, all the way. All right, guys. Well, if you have any questions about this topic, just let me know, and we'll put him. We'll put Elo to work. Put Elo to work. And please remember to like and share the show to anybody who wants to know what's the difference in between a live stream or a virtual event. Just let me know, and I will be glad to answer those questions and comments on. If you're watching this as a live video, put them in the chat. If you're watching this as a recorded video or after the fact, right? Put them down in the comments, and I'll be glad to answer every single question you guys have. All right, I'm gonna give it around 2 or 3 minutes for you guys. If you guys have any questions, and give you more examples, probably, which is probably smart, right? So I want to ask you guys um, a question about, to see if you can actually give me an answer for it. So I have a group of mechanics who have an association, and have the Mechanics Association of Colombia. Let's put it that way. I don't know. I came up with that one. And they want to do a seminar for their fellow mechanics on how to change your tires faster. I don't know. What type of event would that be? A live stream or a virtual event? Just let me know down in the comments. And it's pouring here. Hopefully, we don't lose power. But yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Would it be a virtual event or it be a live stream? That's an easy one. Now, let's say that we have this is the second one. First one is obviously gonna give you a couple minutes. Then the second one is, you got this individual who just wants to share information, wants to share his knowledge on sustainability, which, by the way, that's what my doctor's is in, which I started with, but I ended up doing live stream because I couldn't do sustainability at home and at work. It bored me. I love this thing. So you want this guy who wants to, or this woman, right, who wants to do sustainability, and he or she wants to talk about the topic without charging anybody, without charging anybody. So goes onto YouTube and starts talking about, you know, your thing. Start talking about sustainability and how, to have a sustainable plan for your family. So whenever, there's a problem with money, you have a bank set up as a back, some savings and stuff like that. All right. So the first one, obviously, is the virtual event, right? Virtual event. And the second one, which, there's got a person doing talking head, that's a live streamer. So Let me see what Chris has there. Hey, Chris, what's going on? So, please, I want to become a live streamer and make a podcast from it. Can I use the Rodecaster tool? Yes. Guess what I'm using? I'm using Rodecaster Pro too. Mm-hmm.
Right here, I'm using it and it's amazing.
That's what I'm using today. So that's what, not even today. That's what I use every day, my friend. So yeah. Exactly, exactly. There we go. So if you wanna be a live streamer, man, put some comments in here and then we can have a conversation. And I'm here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. And we have more stuff coming from you guys. So we can start helping you guys reach your goals of live streaming as well. And podcasts or whatever you want. So make sure you follow Dr. Elo, follow Be Live, and subscribe to the channels or whatever. And you're here in the community on Facebook, which I see that you are. Just put some comments in there, man. What are your questions? What are your doubts about live streaming? I'll be happy to answer a bunch of them. Just let me know. I'm very responsive with people from Be Live. Definitely, I am. So all right, guys. So I've reached the end of the show today. So make sure you like and share this show to anybody that wants to learn what's a virtual event, Vice, a live stream. And yes, indeed, my friend, I am happy to help. And I'll be here next week, as always, unless I'm on vacation, which as I'm not. I already finished with the vacations for the summer. I took too many. So I'll be here next week. And thank you very much for being here, guys. And we'll go out with a little bit of music. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Talk to you later.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see how. Rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Hey, sweet talk. You need to say let's convey. Don't need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good, good.